Well, it's an early March day, and I'm out in the garden with Jan McNeilon. And Jan, you know, we've had a rough winter, but these shrubs are looking pretty good for this time of year.
Well, I put this in last, I guess the end of last summer. This is an osmanthus, and it's getting ready to bloom.
Look at the buds.
They're slow growers. We took out a Vulcan rhododendron that had been here for many years that finally just got so much mildew and so much so many insect issues that we just decided, you know, it's got to go. And then I found this perfect size osmanthus, and no pruning needed. It's just fine.
Nice fragrance too.
Yeah. And then the other plant is a hydrangea, an evergreen hydrangea, which actually put on a little new growth even during the winter. So I expect this this next season to be good. And the clematis that's on the trellis isn't such a great one, so as this one grows, I'll take that back, or I'll cut it back and give it one more chance and let them twine together.
So it really speaks to planting late in the season. They do put growth on, they do well, and it has been a hardy winter, so it is a case-by-case microclimate kind of issue too sometimes.
Well, this is a west-facing wall, so it didn't get that east blast of wind that we get here. So I would expect them to do better here as well.
So this time of year, though, would you recommend us going out and cleaning up perennial beds and cutting back hard this early in March?
Well, the dead parts of perennials that are obvious, sure, you can. I mean, some people just have to do it, so there are some things there. But like, this is a Weigela, and I wouldn't prune it at all. It's going to be a early summer bloomer, so if I did, I would sacrifice the bloom. So anything that blooms in the spring, I wouldn't prune now.
Touch. So Jan, I see a dryer vent behind this new hydrangea, so is that an issue for that section right there?
Well, I hope it's not an issue for it. It was an issue and is an issue for the clematis that's on there. Mildew was pretty bad. But in the summer I hang a lot of clothes, being the old-fashioned person that I am. So I don't use it a lot in the summer, but I use it enough that it does give that moist dampness there. And mildew is an issue. So I have to find a plant that's going to be able to survive that, and hopefully that will.
Well, I know we want to go over to the greenhouse and talk about some other things, so let's go over there.
All right.
So Jan, when we were walking back, I noticed you still have mulch on your bed, so really wait until we remove it.
Yeah, I wait until the first part of April, or even a little later, when the soils start to warm up. Then you can pull it off and let the sun warm them a little more. Right now they're still giving protection. If you have to do it, I understand, but it'd be better to wait.
Yeah, but there's other projects. So you have some things that you brought into the greenhouse.
Yeah, these are just some miniature roses that I need to prune, so I can do that, and then clean up all the debris that's in the pots, and then I'll put them back outside as the weather stabilizes. I'll take all the dead stuff down. This whole plant may have to go. And then the next thing I will do is I made a sketch of last year's gardens, where everything was, what was there, and whether it did. I've got written on the back what did well and what didn't, and so what I'll do and what I'll change for next year.
That's really good, because we forget, and you want to really kind of make those notes. Even if you kind of have them helter-skelter, it's just good to have notes for
it is, because you do forget what didn't do very well, and there's no point in repeating it. So then there's lots of seed catalogs that have come.
That's so exciting.
That you can sit down and look at. But what I'd suggest you do, I have a whole drawer full of seeds. Some from last year that'll make it fine, and then some that I've purchased this year. But take a look at what you already have before you start ordering more.
Right.
So that will keep you from having duplicates you don't need.
Of course. And I see you have some cleanup to do here.
And then what I'll do is scrub the, with a weak bleach solution, I'll scrub the benches in here and take everything out, clean it all up, and start fresh before we do any seed planting.
It's really good to sanitize, because you don't want to introduce any kind of diseases or anything else into it. It's nice to have a fresh start.
Right. I've got a lot of plants in the basement under light, so those are the ones that I'll bring back out here.
Yeah. And then I love this new plant tag. That is just too funny.
I do. I found this in a pile of stuff, which I have lots of piles of stuff.
All of those, yep.
But I kept looking at it. Is it platinum? What is it? What's it say? And it says platinum. Why'd I buy them? And I think it's it says a lot about us, I guess.
It is.
As gardeners. So
well, we love to buy plants.
I'll keep this one.
Well, you've given us so many good tips for this month, and so we'll see you next month.
All right.